The last time people had their say on anything connected with Europe was around 40 years ago, when Harold Wilson ran the national in or out referendum on then called European Community. Many things have changed since then, and most of the agreements between the EU and the UK went through by parliamentary vote, assuming that the whole nation shared politicians' idea on relations with Europe.
I've not had an opportunity to vote on anything specifically European, because we've consistently been refused any referendum on any issue relating to Europe.
The last piece of legislation approved by the UK government was the Lisbon Treaty. It has been calculated that it cut Britain's ability to prevent the legislation that it opposes from being passed by 30%.
Every state has tried to calculate what the difference would be between this system and the old system. And some say, well, it makes it easier for us to be outvoted. Others say, no, it makes it easier for Germany to stop things happening. What it does, in my view, it simply underlines the fact that inside the European Union, nobody has got the ability to decide everything. There has to be a broad agreement across member states.
Most visible and significant changes for UK citizens came after the fourth enlargement of the EU, when 8 Eastern European countries joined the community. Happily using the freedom of movement, thousands of Poles, Czechs, Slovakian and other Eastern European nationalities choose England as their destination and ticket to a better life.
On an average, I would say 20 to 25% of the staff are from EU.
The United Kingdom opened the work market for newcomers, but kept the full benefits of the welfare system in line by establishing transmission period, after which new members of the EU living and working in the country will be able to fully access the UK's benefit system.
If you engage in a customs union within which different governments have different kinds of intervention in society, it's bound to lead to centralisation, right? Because people will move, they'll work in different places, they'll invest in different places, and indeed they'll seek benefits in different places. They'll just move freely around that customs union, doing whatever is best for them.
Quite recently, The Times ran the article on immigrants' ability to access the UK's benefit system. May the 1st will be the day when the new benefit law for Eastern Europeans will come into force. That means the removal of the compulsory period of 12 months in employment before accessing the benefits. The benefits will include tax working credit, income-based job seekers allowance and council tax benefit.
The idea that the United Kingdom can do it for the 500 million people in the European Union, well, no, we just can't. It's just a fantasy to think that the UK, particularly at the moment, has a big enough pool of wealth to be able to look after those potentially tens of millions of people. It just isn't going to work.
Can we expect a large number of Eastern Europeans coming into UK after the 1st of May?
I don't think so. I mean, who am I to say? I mean, I'm no more can predict what will happen. What I think it determines a lot of movements is the economic situation. I mean, in a country like Poland, despite all of the financial crash of 2008, it is one of the very, very few EU countries which has continued to have quite significant growth inside its economy. It's actually economically, therefore, doing rather well, and therefore, for a lot of people, a lot of Poles, well, there's a good enough reason to go home.
We've got increasing economic governance, and I don't doubt, with the regulations that are coming down the way, we would end up with the same welfare state throughout all of the European Union, precisely to avoid benefit tourism.
Now the restrictions on Eastern European nationals are being lifted. The big question is, what will happen after May?